Now, the WGAL News 8 Storm Team forecast with meteorologist TJ Springer.
Sunday, our Cinco de Mayo has really been a repeat of our Saturday. Dreary, damp, have been dealing with some rain. A little drier now, though, compared to where we were this time yesterday and even this morning. We had some of that heavier rain working through the Susquehanna Valley. I don't think we're done quite yet, but it is drier on the Storm Team Live Radar Network. Live Local 8 picking up maybe a little bit of drizzle across York and Lancaster counties, but notice to the west, a little more moisture and the clouds trying to break up. There's a warm front out there, and that's where some of these showers and rumbles have fired up, but we're socked in with the clouds. We're stable here across the area, so mostly everything from what I can see as it drifts into the valley is going to fizzle out, but still we could have some spotty showers. You can see some of those lightning strikes, some downpours moving out of Ohio into western Pennsylvania. That's where there is some instability in the atmosphere, but as I hit on, we're stable here at home, but we're going to boost the instability later on this week ahead of a couple of different systems, so we could see some storms then, and we'll talk about that in a moment. In terms of the rainfall over the last 36 hours, Cashtown, Adams County picking up just over an inch and a tenth, just about 9/10 in the NOLA. Mount Wolf about 3/4 of an inch, just a little less than that, 7,300s in E-Town, Lancaster County. Here's that live glance in the White Rose City. You can see those low-hanging clouds, a little bit of fog out there as well, thanks to the saturated ground, that moisture in the atmosphere and the light wind. I think we're going to keep that potential later on tonight. Temps are in the mid-60s and Gettysburg feels a bit better. You can see that warmer air trying to work in, but it's really hard pressed to make its way eastward because of that onshore flow. That warm front, I don't think really going to make its way in. 55 in Lebanon. We have 60 on the dot here in Lancaster. Through the remainder of the evening, we'll fall back into the middle 50s and lower 60s, pretty much hanging where we are right now, not much falling. Could see some drizzle, could see some spotty showers. We made it an impact night because of the fog. Could be dense in some locales with temps not dropping much either, middle 50s to near 60. Then tomorrow we will rebound as that wind switches back to more of a westerly to northwesterly direction from 5 to 10 miles per hour, mid to upper 70s, but we are watching out for some isolated showers and storms later on in the afternoon as that cold front works on through. Visibility now below a mile in Gettysburg, 1.5 from York to the capital city. And it looks like it's only going to get worse tonight. Could have that similar setup, especially in the lower lying areas throughout the valley. And that's why we've made it an impact night as I hit on. So you'll want to have the low beams on as you head out the door late tonight into the wee hours of our Monday for that commute, and just allow a little bit of space between your vehicle and the one in front of you. Here's predictor. We can see those storms, those showers fizzling out. You can see a little drizzle socked in with the clouds. There's that easterly to onshore, easterly to southeasterly, I should say, onshore flow. Tomorrow, I think most of the day is dry, but notice as we head through the late afternoon, we start to see some of those showers and rumbles perking up along with that front and some upstairs energy. Not a lot of rain, but we have to keep that chance in. So if you're planning on heading out for any graduations on a Tuesday now, we're jumping forward in time. This is thanks to another system, which is going to keep the potential for some isolated showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. It's certainly going to be an unsettled week on the News 8 Storm Team 10 day. That warm front leading the charge on Tuesday gets us back into the 80s on Wednesday with a few showers and thunderstorms. A couple could be strong. We'll have to monitor that potential. Then another system moves in Thursday into Friday. That cold front does knock our temps back as we progress into Mother's Day weekend. Still sadly looking a bit unsettled there, McKenna, but for now, a little drier on Mom's Day with highs back into the mid-60s.
All right, coming